Greetings, everybody, and welcome to Phase 3 of the MCU reviews. Yeah, we got through Phase 2 without a scratch, but we have got a lot to cover with Phase 3. There is a ton of stuff to go through, so let's not waste any time. So, first movie, we come off of Ant-Man, which wasn't too shabby. It was pretty good for what it was. But they made a little announcement regarding the new Captain America movie. Originally it was entitled Serpent Society, but Kevin Feige was just teasing everybody and he knew what they were doing. So they decide, hey, well, there be a better title? Sure enough, once that title hit, everybody knew exactly what that meant. You have literally an iconic comic book come to life in Captain America Civil War. Oh yeah. So not only that though, we have the return of Joe and Anthony Russo for the director duo of this. Not only that though, we start off things with a bang. Literally. You got one team against the other. Rogers versus Stark. And wow, the cast just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And not only that though, we add two new characters to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We are finally introduced to um, probably one of the best, most awesomest characters ever, Chadwick Boseman as the Black Panther, and he gives this amazing performance. I mean, literally just for an introduction to a character who doesn't even have his own movie yet, basically steals the show. And on top of that, you're introduced to another special character, which, if you have not seen this movie, I won't spoil it because it's just awesome when this character shows up. And we had no idea that this guy was even going to show up at all. Um, but yeah, as you can tell on the back, though, this here is from the Civil War comic, famously recreated shot for shot perfect by the Russo brothers. Um, so not only that though, you get the return of Sebastian Stan as the Winter Soldier, as well as Anthony Mackie as the Falcon, Don Cheadle as War Machine, Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, and not only that though, we are introduced to Daniel Bruhl as he's not Crossbones. I cannot remember what his character name is at the moment, but basically he's the baddie. But I mean, such a great movie. I mean, just the airport fight scene alone, you've seen it. It's shot in IMAX. Amazing stuff. Great storylines, what have you. Just an overall, a great versus movie. That's literally what this is. But uh I tell you what though, I mean, it's so good. So Henry Jackman returns to score this movie. He uses a few themes that he used in Winter Soldier, but overall, much better score. And not only that, though, I mean, just it's so good. His score is really good with this movie. A lot of memorable themes. So speaking of stuff, let's go through the bonus features. We are packed loaded here. And so we have United We Stand, Divided We Fall, The Making of Captain America Civil War, Part 1 and Part 2. No, the movie is not divided into two parts. It's basically two documentaries put together. From Skinny Volunteer to Backbone of Earth's Mightiest Heroes, chart Captain America's journey through every decisive moment in the MCU. Captain America, The Road to Civil War, explore the first Avengers' fascinating evolution from loyal soldier to seasoned, conflicted hero who questions authority. Iron Man, The Road to Civil War. Tony Stark's path has been no less epic and transformative than that of his friend and ally Steve Rogers. Open your mind. A sneak peek of Marvel's Doctor Strange. Yes. If you notice that, they've been kind of giving you sneak previews of what is coming up next, which is what they really didn't do for Phase 1. We also have audio commentary by Joe and Anthony Russo and the screenwriters, Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely. We also have a gag reel as well as deleted scenes and extended scenes. So yeah, packed full of stuff here. I mean, once again, it's just the usual, typical, Blu-ray thing. That's about it. So amazing, amazing movie. Really, really well done. And not only that, though, we're setting up stuff for major, major event to happen. So yeah, like I said, we have got quite a number of stuff to go through tonight. So we're not going to waste any time. Most of these are going to be roughly about, fairly short, about 5